Hello and welcome to episode 1 of my Minecraft Let's Play. So here is Spawn here. Now I thought I'd shake some things up a little bit and try some Minecraft as opposed to Terraria and see how we go. Now it is the first episode of this series, but as you can see by the bamboo off in the distance and the crops, I have already made a fair bit of progress on this world. And by a fair bit of progress I mean I've already killed the Wither, gone to the Nether, got Netherite, done a lot of stuff. I did actually record all that, but I lost the footage due to some error with the recording software. So yeah, we'll basically just have to go from here. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of tour of the area. So this is where I keep my Slay Happy workers. So that's where I've been doing all my villager trading. We were quite lucky to spawn right here next to this village, so we have easy access to villages. Up here is my farming area. Here's my little house that I've been squatting in the whole time. As you can see, I've got a nether portal right next to it. Here are my crops. Around the corner in here is my little enchanting area. So as you can see, we've got a basic setup here. We've also made like a basic first day iron farm, which has been suiting our needs pretty well. We've got like a lot of storage and stuff just here out in the open, along with our animal pens and so on. But yeah, just basic starter stuff really. So here is like a little fertilizer machine to just recycle our crops into bone meal. We were lucky enough to actually come across a spider spawner that was above ground. Now I would have preferred a skeleton spawner obviously, but you know, it's not too bad finding one of these things. So we transformed it into like a little spider farm. Already got a fair few materials from that. To the side we have a copper XP farm. So the reason why this is a copper farm is because we'll need a lot of copper from a build that I'm planning. It's going to be huge, and we're going to need about 10 double chests full of copper blocks. And here is how we actually fuel that XP machine, lava bucket farm. But I have spent the majority of my time on this world so far digging a giant hole in this mountain, which I'm going to show you now. So as you can see here, it's pretty huge. It's taken me weeks to do this, honestly. It's taken me about 4 weeks. I normally do like a few rows of stone a night, like 3 or so. But yeah, this has been an absolute chore. And the reason why we've done this, the reason why we spent so much time digging this huge hole, is because the theme of architecture for this world is going to be, it's going to be like a huge rundown fortress that's built into a mountain, and it's going to be inspired primarily by dark fantasy-esque things like Dark Souls, like Elden Ring. So the reason why we needed so much copper is because we are going to be building a giant copper head as the main architectural theme of this place. It's going to be huge. It's going to cover like one side of the whole mountain, and the inspiration for that came from Elden Ring in the Flame Chariot, which if you've played Elden Ring, which I very much suggest that you do, the Flame Chariot is like a medieval siege/war device where it's like a giant copper head that breathes fire, and it's operated by like a little guy in the back. But yeah, that pretty much concludes the quick little tour of the area just to get you up to speed. It is a bit of a shame that I lost all the footage up until this point, but to be honest, I did very much intend for this to be a more build-focused playthrough anyway, as opposed to just like a general one. I know personally when I'm watching videos, whether it be Minecraft or Terraria, I'm not really interested in like the storylines and the talking and stuff. I'm more interested in just seeing the build really. So I want to make sure I get like at least one major build done each episode. So here I'm working on the villager trading hall, and as I've already explained, this place is going to be like a fortress built into a mountain. The villager trading hall is going to be beneath the fortress in the sewer system. So the inspiration for this comes from a game called Dragon Quest Monsters Joker, which is a monster catching game, much in the same vein as like things like Pokemon. But there is this area in the game where you can access these sewers, and like these villagers have built this underground society in these sewers, and they're like living on rafts in these little huts. and I've always thought it was like a really interesting area, really interesting setting, and I want to replicate that here. So what we're going to have is we're going to have this rectangular structure around the outsides of where the pods are going to be for the villagers to actually stay. And the theme is it's going to be a broken down, run down sewer. So we're going to have like little huts built in there, maybe some animals in cages. The floor's going to be like muddy and like full of like dirt and mushrooms. It's going to have some industrial elements as well, like maybe some grids in the floor with like steam coming out, maybe some burst pipes, because it is going to be based off, essentially the entire fortress is going to be based off the Flame Chariot. So it is going to be medieval, but it's also going to be kind of industrial slash siege slash all that kind of stuff, like medieval engineering essentially. So there's a cat here, so I'm just going to quickly grab this cat. I am a bit of a cat collector at the moment, mainly because I do want to build a huge creeper farm above the storage system that I'm going to build above the village trading hall eventually. So I've just been collecting cats in the meantime. I can already tell this guy's going to be a pain in the ass. Come on, that's close enough. No. I need... Yep, run off into the dark cave. There we go. Oh my god, he just keeps going. Well, this cat's definitely going at the bottom of the creeper farm. Oh my god, he's still going. And straight past me. It's like a real cat. Come on. Oh, come on. Nope, he's off again. Right, I'm close to giving up. Oh, there we go. Right, so we got that guy back to building. So this is where we're going to have the zombie, because this entire place is going to be zombie powered. So we are going to have these villagers getting killed over and over, and revived and cured and killed and murdered and over and over. You know, typical villager stuff. So we can get the absolute cheapest prices. Quick overhead view here, so this is what it looks like from the top. I've added in all the the villager workstations now, and here I am hunting a zombie to actually get in this. So as usual, we're going to have the villagers in a villager breeding machine. They're going to fall through to the zombie section, they're going to get killed, and we can revive them and so on, and then we're going to have them go on a minecart into their little pods where they'll stay for the rest of their entire lives. So I'm just going to lure this guy back now. I think the only difficult thing with this is going to be able to actually get him to fall down the hole off the edge here, because I don't want him to die. And if I slap him too much, he will just die, especially with the fall as well. As you can see, I've got full netherite, so I should be able to get slapped around by him. A fair bit. I should be fine. So just going to do the old maneuver. It seems like when you go off the edge, he loses interest in you. Just going to push him, slap him, push him, circle around. Oh, close. There we go. Fantastic. Now all we need to do is just jump down here. I'm going to drop an item for him. So like I think I've got a leather cap, and I made him an iron sword as well. Now the reason why I'm doing that is because it stops zombies despawning once they pick up an item. So that pretty much just saves us a name tag, which are quite rare. So I'm just going to drop the stuff for him now, and he should pick it up. Nope, well he didn't pick the torch up. I don't know if he can pick torches up. And I'm just going to cut here to the second attempt. Now, I've done some Googling, and it turns out not all zombies can actually pick items up. Only a select percentage can, and that percentage increases when you put your game on like hard mode. So that's what I've done, and as you can see here, the 3 zombies, one of them has a sword, so I know for a fact that he can actually pick up items and he won't despawn. So I'm just going to pick off the rest and then slap this guy down the tunnel. Right, those two taken care of. Now we're just going to load this guy back, slap him down, put him in the machine, and then we should be good to go. So I'm just going to wait off this edge, wait for him to get close, and then do the old 360 maneuver, get behind him, push him, slap him, push him, slap him. No, he's not having it. He's not having it. Behind him, slap. No. Maybe a minecart would have been better actually. If I put like a mine track in here. Slap him, there we go. And he died instantly. Fantastic. Right. This is the third attempt now. As you can see, this guy has an iron ingot. And he got slapped down and he's still alive. So I think this is finally the one. This is taking me too long. Just going to run over here, lead him to the trapdoor. Throw out some items. Here's a hat, here's a sword. Yeah, he's got the stuff. He's dropped his ingot. So we're just going to run up this little wall here. He's going to fall down into this section. And from there he's just going to kill villagers over and over again for the rest of his life. I mean, I suppose he gets a better trade than the villagers, to be fair. Yep, so as you can see, we've got a little place for him here. He's going to walk straight into that because he's an idiot and he thinks because there's a trapdoor there, he can walk on there. And now we're going to remove this, seal up this hole to stop him escaping. Yep, there we go. And now we're just going to remove this little post here. I think I may have done something wrong. Yeah, he's supposed to be able to move. I think I may have put the trapdoors on the inside of those blocks instead of on the outside, which means he can't actually move. Yeah, he definitely can't move, so we are going to have to fix that at some point, but I think for now we'll just leave it. It should be fine. So here we are. I've just skipped to the finished interior area of the villager trading hall now. As you can see, we've very much gone for that slum sewer theme. Added these trapdoors on just to keep the villagers safe while there is no roof on this. They are quite vulnerable. As discussed earlier, we have these like grids here and we have the campfires underneath. It's supposed to act like steam. We have a few mushrooms around the area. This place is actually becoming kind of a mushroom farm because they keep spreading out because the light level is too low. We have like this busted pipe here, and once we actually get the ceiling in, we're going to have like a pipe coming down. And it's going to give the effect of like a pipe that's burst because, you know, too much pressure or too much heat or whatever. We have a few chests around here as well, so that's just to keep our villager trading materials in and our emeralds and things like that. We have a few little details like this centerpiece here in the middle. So this is essentially just in case we want to go mining below the fortress. This gives us relatively easy access, and because of this fence gate, any zombies that spawn down there won't actually be able to escape. And here we have like a cow in a pen. Again, this is supposed to be like a slum village where, you know, these villagers are trading animals and animal products. We have like a little hen in a cage here as well. And this building here is actually the villager breeding chamber. Now I could have just built one that I found online, but this is my own design. Not because I'm like some redstone genius, but because the opposite really, because I hate trying to follow tutorials on a different screen whilst trying to build stuff. So I opted for my own design, which is obviously far worse than anyone else's. I would not recommend building this. I doubt it's going to work. Fingers crossed, I guess. I am going to give you a full breakdown of how it works in a moment. We're going to give like a little tutorial, a little run through to see if everything functions correctly. We've got our zombie in place. He can move now. We've replaced the trapdoors. And I think it's time for a little run through to see if this thing actually works. So this is how it works. So we have this lever here, and this is attached to trapdoors on the inside of the chamber. We have another lever up top, and that dispenses bread into the chamber. They need to eat bread. As you can see there, the villager fell through the trapdoor. Once they fall through, they fall into this little bit below here. and then we have a minecart on a minecart track. The idea is we'll switch it on, it will go through here, pick him up, bring him out the other side, and take him to the zombie death murder chamber. And it's immediately failed. And I can't even get the minecart back. Right, so we're obviously going to have to do a little bit of troubleshooting here and see if we can get this to work. Attempt 2. Go, go, go. No. Oh, there we go. So it seems like he walks into it if it's there. Yes, that's fine, that'll work. So as discussed, he goes over here to the zombie death chamber where he will be repeatedly killed and brought back and killed and brought back and killed and brought back. Just gonna go around here so the zombie doesn't see me. That should make it focus on the actual villager. And here he is now a zombie villager, so it all works perfectly. Gonna close that. And now we're going to force feed him several golden apples and potions of weakness. He's going to start vibrating. There he goes. And in a few minutes he should be villager again, and we're just going to simply repeat this process until we have the cheapest possible deals. And there we go, we got our little achievement there, zombie doctor. Now I can't really decide where to actually put him, like what kind of villager do I want at the moment. I'm sort of leaning towards cleric, just because I have loads of rotten flesh and be a good, nice early way to get a lot of emeralds for other villagers by just trading him like 1 rotten flesh for 1 emerald, which is what his trade will be after he's finished being savagely eaten over and over again by the zombie. So as you can see, we've added in the rail at the top now. He's finished being eaten. He has the cheapest trades, so we're ready to bring him up here to his permanent forever home, this tiny 1x1 cell where he will spend the rest of his days. Just going to flip this lever here, send him on forward. If all works correctly, he should fall down at the end into his little cell. Yep, there he is. He should become a cleric, which he looks like he already has. And then, yeah, fantastic. So what we're going to do now is we are just going to trade him. Oh, there we go. He's a cleric now. So we're just going to trade him rotten flesh over and over again. Make as many emeralds as we can. And then we're going to have to make a gold farm so we can actually get some of these old villagers in here. Need a lot of golden apples to convert them. But I mean, yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for today. Next episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in the walls around the villager trading hall, make it look more like a sewer, like a cistern. And then I think we're going to make a start on the automatic storage system that we'll have on the level above this. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you liked something a little bit new, something different than Terraria. I'm not sure whether or not I will continue this. I mean, right now I'm just having a lot of fun playing Minecraft, so I probably will bust out at least a few builds. But yeah, let me know if this is something you'd like to see more of, and have a wonderful day.